What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do an install of this Kenwood dnx575s and also a USB 3.5 millimeter jack. This is a Dodge Caliber. This install should be pretty much the same on any car similar to this. So I'm going to show you how to take this apart, and then I'm going to install the radio. Just make sure you get a wire harness for that vehicle so you can, get your speakers and the lights and all that stuff so it can work properly. So the first thing we want to do, if you up here at the top in this part, there's a screw up in here. So let's take that out first. So let's take this screw out first. This is the screw that's right up top. And we just leave it up in there. It's not going anywhere. So we got the screw off. Now we're gonna need something. I'm using this tool right here. Now be careful, because you don't want to scratch your car all up and do something that you're gonna regret and make it an eyesore. So we're gonna just kind of put this up in the corners. I'm just gonna work my way down. See? Now I can take my fingers. See that? And I can take this off. Now we expose that. Let's go up here around this. Okay. Let me use my tool to come on this side. Just like that. Now once we unlatch it, let me take this off. This is off now. If you look behind it, we got our wires. So it's a latch right here. Let's disconnect this. It's hard to do that with one hand, but I had to pause the video and just disconnect the wires from the back of this part. So I'm gonna set this down to the side. And now if you notice, and I actually had a radio in here before, but it kind of went dead on me. So I had to put the factory radio back in. Notice the radio has 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's take these screws out. So I pretty much took the screws out, and as you can see on the back of the radio, so here's a radio, I just pulled it out, and then you're gonna have your wires on the back of it. So let's get those off right now. And remember, I'm trying to do this with one hand just so I can show you guys, so you can feel comfortable with this. There's a clip on the bottom of it. I got that out. Move it over here. This, and then just pull this antenna out. All right, looking in the box, we have the wiring harness. Every new radio comes with this harness that goes to that radio, and then you hook it up to your car radio. We have the USB extension. Also, we have this GPS antenna. And we also have the Bluetooth microphone. We got the books and stuff. We don't really need that. And we have the trim bezel. All right, here it is, front of it, before the fingerprints, I should say. There's the back of it. So this is the part I ordered. This is going to replace the cigarette lighter in the car. Since I don't smoke, I don't need the cigarette lighter in there. But I messed up. If you order this part for your Kenwood, make sure the end, obviously you need the USB, but make sure the other side has 3.5 millimeter jack and not this. I may eventually just order the one with the 3.5 millimeter jack, but that won't happen today. Now, I just happen to have this part in my house. Actually, I got a bunch of little connections. So I got the female component cables to the 3.5 millimeter jack. So all I'm going to do is this. Hold on. See, basically I plugged it up, and that's my 3.5 millimeter jack. So the first thing we're going to do is take the cigarette lighter out, and we're going to disconnect the power from the back of it. So let's do that right now. Also, you're going to disconnect the hazard lights. So let's do that right now. Now what you're going to do from this point, get you a tool, something flat. It's some notches around from when they first put that in there. There's some little notches in there. You got to kind of bend those and just finesse your way around that, and then try to get it loose. Do whatever you have to do, just get it out of there. So this is what we're going to do. So we got all our pieces. So I'm going to put this through here first. All right. And this thing, you know, once you get it on there, you'll be able to close it like that. So that's on there first. All right. Now I can take the cigarette lighter where the cigarette lighter used to be at, and I can push that through here. So that's in there. And the other part we're gonna need is this. Either this or that other one. So basically we'll use this or this. We'll just use one of them. So I'll probably use this one. So let me push it through. See, and then once we get it on, we just screw it in the back of it. That's all we're gonna do. Screw this in the back of it. Let me hold the front while I screw this down. I'll get it tight before I put it in its final position. See, if I hold it this way, and then I can twist it. You see what I'm saying? Now I can get it, let's get to the good one. Yeah, there, and it closes perfectly. So it's gonna be, open that up, let's plug and play. All right, let's get this put back in the dash. All right, so I'm gonna show you how this radio actually goes in. So I got the radio in my hand, and I'm gonna try to make this look as less confusing as possible. So what I did on the back of the Kenwood, this is the back of the Kenwood. This is the back of it. Okay, you have a slot on here for your microphone when you're doing your voice calls and your Google searches and stuff like that, and you also have GPS for your navigator. The microphone wire, hold on, let me get it. The mic wire, I ran it, hold on, I ran it can you see it kind of over there? Through there, underneath, and I ran it up the sides right here, and there it is. It's clipped right there. Okay. What else am I looking for? The GPS. Where is it? That's actually, here's the GPS. Once again, what I did with that, I ran it. Let me stand back. You need to see this. So I ran that in and up here, and let me move this out. You see? I set it up there. In fact, let me tie that down, but it's underneath that. It's not exactly straight right now, but that's where it is. You see? Let me straighten that out real quick. Okay, let me just show you what I'm doing to this GPS. So what I did, I removed the tape from the bottom of it, and I found a better place. I had it sitting right here at first, but I'm gonna slide it. Now I'm doing this with one hand, so y'all just gotta bear with me. And I'm sliding it right, there we go. I think I got it. Yeah, I do got it. Well, it's not exactly. You see what I mean? I put it, so basically it's under this. Basically that's where it is. See, the wire is just kind of going through there. The extra wire, I got it kind of folded up, pushed off to the side. And then I just stick this back in here. See? That goes back in there. Here, now let me show you this wire harness. It's gonna look ugly, but I don't care. It works. So my last one I did it, I soldered it and all that stuff and had it looking real cute, but I didn't have time for that. I just cut the ends of that, wrapped tape around each wire, and then when I got done, I wrapped the electrical tape around the whole thing. You see what I did? Let's get this plugged in. So right now, I got the mic plugged in, and I got the GPS wire plugged in. And remember, my auxiliary, I also got that plugged in. Okay, so basically I set the radio in there, and I got just enough room at the bottom to plug up my USB. Yeah. This is gonna go to the AC unit and stuff. So at this point, I connected this, and obviously it works. I connected that back up, and I ran the USB wire underneath, and it's back there. All right, you see what I just did? I got this part, and I connected those two wires. So one thing you're gonna have to do is the bottom part. You see this? It actually has to, you see what I'm doing? It actually has to go behind that down there. Get that in. Now you can push this in all around it and snap it into place. See? So I pretty much got the panel on there. Now keep in mind I am doing this with one hand, so it's kind of difficult trying to record and do this with one hand. You know what? I may have to put the cord in. Wait a minute. There we go. Just gotta keep on finessing it. But be careful with this part. You don't want to break anything. It's not worth damaging anything. Just take your time and just get it in there. See, basically I kind of took my time and kept working with it and got it up in there. And this goes like this. See? Now, there's one more screw up here I need to put back in. And that's at the top. Here's the screw, and that goes in there. See? And that's pretty much it. We did all that. Now we got the radio. So let's turn it on. Where's my key? All right, that's pretty much it, everybody. That's how you install your radio. Also, add in a USB to 3.5mm jack to the radio. And remember, and just for fun, I did install that lighter. I just installed it on the side of it. I took the case that came with the USB to 3.5mm jack. I used that and installed it on the passenger side. So it's a nice, clean, little sleek look. It'll look better once I clean the car up, obviously. Eventually, I'm gonna change that into a USB port also. All right, everybody. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.